Welcome back, continuing the news. Heightened concerns this evening about the high cost of airline tickets for a round trip to Jamaica as the new tourist season approaches. Small hoteliers in Negril, Westmoreland say while the summer season has been good for business, things could get bleak if ticket prices are not stabilized. Dozens of tourists at the Boardwalk Village Resort in Negril, Westmoreland, soaking out the sea, sun and sand. Signs that business has been booming.
Some of the expected fallout that was spoken about when those events pulled out of Negril did not really materialize.
Owner of the resort, Richard Wallace, says it is a representation of the resilience of Negril, and the summer also presented new opportunities for a different group of tourists.
A lot of the people who were avoiding Negril in previous years because of the traffic and the noise and so associated with some of these events, these people have started to return.
However, as the fall tourist season approaches, there is disquiet among some small hoteliers. The price of airline tickets to Jamaica has been climbing over the past few weeks. While the rise in global oil prices due to the U.S.-Israel war on Iran may be a factor, General Manager at the Tensing Pen Resort, Joseph Smith, believes another force is at play.
We are still feeling the effects of Melissa, because the fact of the matter is the closure of the large all-inclusives has been a factor that created the very high airfares that we now have out of Jamaica to pretty much all parts of the world.
Mr. Smith said due to several large hotels still being closed, there have been fewer flights coming to the island. On one popular airline ticket site, the cost for a round trip from Miami to Jamaica ranges from $588 to over $900, and that's for the basic economy seat.
The fact that we have an absence of several thousand rooms still means that there's less demand for our country. Having our fellow large hoteliers as a part of our industry is critical because their presence attracts serious air coverage of Jamaica. It keeps the number of flights as well as seats coming into Jamaica at a high level.
Hotels like Hyatt, Ziva and Zilara in St. James and Royals on Trelawney have been closed since the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Still, the small hoteliers remain hopeful as the fall tourist season approaches.
Considering the hardship we have been through, all my neighbors and small colleagues, they have really gone the extra mile to get their property ready for the tourist season. And we are expecting a very busy and prosperous tourist season for us all.
We go now to rural parts of the island where the stories of survival and struggle for farmers are found in equal measure amid the ongoing drought. Prince Moore has their stories.
It is a tough time to be a farmer. They're facing a triple threat: predator larceny, pests and drought. The latter is a historical problem triggered by the weather phenomenon El Niño.
With the heat, you realize that most of the farmers, you talk to them now, you realize they have a stunting problem, despite we have irrigation. But if you don't have the water constantly on your plants, you tend to have a lot of flower drop and you have a lot of wilting once the heat come up.
One misstep and all their investments could be swallowed up by the heat. So they are using all their experience to survive this period.
You wet in the mornings and you wet in the afternoons. So I just don't run it right throughout the day because you have to balance it so you don't waste water. Even though that we are in the crisis, we still can't afford to waste the water.
The crisis has also brought neighboring farmers closer. Teamwork is key.
Because of this tank, we could do water harvesting, so we could also distribute amongst our farmers, especially those who do poultry. Yes. So it really enhances us that we can really survive.
Others are looking to the heavens for answers. literally and spiritually.
Right now I am planting and I am depending on praying to get some rain when I'm finished. Because as you can see, I have no water.
Her main crop is sorrel, due to be ready for Christmas. But if things do not improve, the Yuletide cheer may not come to her and others this year. And to make matters worse, she can't get help as easily as others.
Them say we have to have title for the land to get the water. This property is government property where the tobacco used to plant. So in order to get the water, we have to have the title to get the water, and we don't have that. So we are dependent upon our next farmer. We have a meeting with him to see if he could help up with some water, and we help him to pay the bill.
Prince Moore, TVJ News.
To other news now, law enforcement conducted a series of operations at the homes and other places linked to at least 2 high-ranking police officers who were assigned to the disbanded Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Division, CTOC. The operations, which are being led by the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency, MOCA, began at the St. Andrew home of the police superintendent and continued throughout the day with secondary operations at various locations in the corporate area. The superintendent was reportedly placed in handcuffs during the search. The operations are related to parcels of cocaine that were found at CTOC headquarters in January earlier this year. MOCA confirmed late Wednesday that agents engaged in a series of operations to execute search and seizure warrants as part of an ongoing investigation. However, Major Basil Jarrett, Director of Communications at MOCA, declined to divulge information about the investigation and the operations. In January, the police reported that an audit of CTOC uncovered 2 illegal parcels of cocaine inside storage facilities there. The audit of CTOC's storage facilities was triggered by the arrest of a police inspector, Martin Walker, who is also attached to CTOC. The JCF said in a statement at the time. Now it's alleged that a quantity of cocaine was found in Walker's private vehicle during an operation. Weeks later, the entire division was disbanded by Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake.
A family in Hanover is demanding justice after their relative was fatally shot by police during an operation in the parish Sunday night. The family is challenging the police's version of events, saying what happened that night is very different from the official report. Aliyah Bryant has the details.
It's been 3 days since the fatal shooting of 29-year-old David Hibbert in Barbican, Hanover, and tensions remain high in the community. Hibbert's family is struggling to come to terms with his death while seeking answers about what happened. His stepfather, Kevoy Campbell, says Hibbert was shot and killed during the police operation. Mr. Campbell says he was at church when 2 police officers approached him and told him they had a search warrant for his home. He says he returned home with the officers, where his wife, 2 daughters, and a stepson reside.
As we double catch to almost to where to turn, my stepson now that he is talking out there and they trying to open the door. As he opened the door, a gunshot, a cylinder in the house, explode. And one of the policemen drop around and say, shoot out, and he shoot about 3 more shots inside of the room where the guy hit. So when the next policeman came around now see that he should be inside of the house and say, galang him. Brother, you never know say this could come at my doorway. I never know say the police force have to serve and protect we. Oh God, do this to me.
Mr. Campbell says his stepson was shot and killed during the incident.
Me, as a big man, keep an unwanted man in my yard. I have my 2 girls and my wife there. I will never do that. I'm a disciplined man.
The family is now demanding answers and calling for justice as Mr. Campbell questions the police account of the incident.
Kill the innocent. I want justice, my son. I need justice. Oh God, justice. Justice we need for this. But this is so very unfair. Indicom was there, and when them take them statement, Indicom say, as what the police them say, it was forced entry, And when them force entry to go inside of the room, the guy find something at them and them return back fire as what in the come and say.
And then can't find that you one gun with them point body.
That is a lie. That is a lie. It's more gunshot that fire down there from the police.
Aliyah Bryant, TVJ News.
217 people have been killed in 187 road crashes since the start of the year up to August 25. That's a 13% reduction when compared to the same period last year. Private motor vehicle drivers and motorcyclists account for the highest number of fatalities, 52 each. The number of pedestrians killed is now at 48. The data released by the Island Traffic Authority show that Westmoreland and St. Anne are the parishes with the highest number of fatalities. The authorities are again urging all road users to obey road rules and exercise caution. Later in this newscast, disaster in Nepal. More than 150 people killed in massive flash flood and mudslide. Please stay with us.